Hello Wombourne, it's Simon Keeling here at WeatherWeb.net. Now, Wombourne Online have asked me to record a quick update for you as to how things look snow-wise through the course of tonight and into tomorrow. Of course, our village is providing fascinating weather again, as it has throughout the course of today. In one respect, we're quite lucky because the easterly wind means that actually snowfall that we get tends to not be as severe as it is, say, over Sagely. If you travel through Sagely down towards the eastern side of Sagely Beacon, you'll know there that there's been much more snowfall. That's because the easterly wind blows it there first of all, and we get protected to some extent here in the village. However, it's bitterly cold, and it looks like it's going to be staying bitterly cold as well through the course of tonight and into tomorrow morning. Now, remember these scenes from December. Do you remember what things looked like? Remember that back in December? I don't think our snowfall is going to look like that over the next few days. Sorry to disappoint you, those of you who like the idea of that deep snow returning. We may get a little bit of that perhaps, and it's only a perhaps tomorrow evening, but I don't really think we're going to be seeing this wet, sticky snow, at least not yet. Of course, it's been bitterly cold though, and Jess Flavel over at Coffee 212 sent me this picture. This is Trescott Ford. Look at the ice there. How amazing is that? It's been quite a few years since we've seen ice like that. Thanks for that, Jess. As I say, that was from Jess over at Coffee 212 here in the village. So amazing icicles showing there, and this cold weather is icicle weather at least for the next couple of days. Things do look like they will warm up as we head into the weekend. Right, so what's going on now? Well, this is the radar picture from this afternoon. You can see here, Wombourne's just underneath here. Now, this blue colour is telling us that there is generally light snow, which is what, of course, we saw this afternoon. Been making its way northwards, been weakening all the time during this course of this afternoon, and as I posted on Wombourne Online a little earlier on, didn't expect much in the way of accumulation. So that's basically what's happened. However, what we've got to be careful for, you've probably noticed this through the village now, is that salt on the roads has started to melt the snow that's fallen on it. However, because we've then got a very, very cold easterly wind blowing over the top of that road surface, that's then lowering the temperature. So it means that we're getting patches of ice. And as the roads get wetter and start to leach away some of that salt, so the ice problem gets worse. Now, I know the council will be on top of this, but just be aware of that when you're out driving. You know, you've got to take sensible precautions in this sort of scenario. So, look down towards the south, you see these yellow colours. These are blizzards getting into southwestern parts of England through Wales during the course of this evening and overnight tonight. Severe conditions down there. If you are travelling down there, forget it. Don't go. It is going to be horrendous. There's a red warning out down there. They're very rare red warnings, and really I think the whole of southern and eastern parts of Wales into southwest England best avoided through tonight and into tomorrow. So this area is moving its way northwards. I think for the village, probably what we get is more snow flurries during the course of tonight. And we may well wake up to perhaps a centimetre, perhaps even a couple of centimetres of snow in the morning, but it is still the fairly light, powdery stuff. Now, this chart I'm going to show you next is a little bit more confusing, I know, but this is the chart for 6 o'clock this evening. Now, where you see the pink colours, that means that we've got snow. Where you see the blue, that means that we've got rain. We're just in here. So you can see that it's picking out quite nicely the snow flurries that we're going to be seeing through the rest of this evening. This is the position as of midnight tonight. Notice the deeper pink colours here across Wales, particularly towards the southeast, and it's just kind of nudging into the south of Wombourne. So it's getting into sort of the potentially the Halesowen and Stourbridge area. But we're just on the edge. So although we still see some more outbreaks of snow through the night, I don't think we're going to be getting the heavy stuff, he says. Famous last words. It is going to be bitterly cold, temperature staying below freezing overnight, and still got this strong easterly wind blowing as well. That's the position as of 6 o'clock in the morning. You notice that most of the serious snow has faded away. We've still got this little finger of snow just extending to the south of the village again. I don't think it's going to produce much. I think that's going to be generally fairly light. But just watch what happens through tomorrow. This is the chart for midday. Most of the snow is gone. But watch this banding down to the south of the country here. look what happens. That gets its act together and starts to move northwards through tomorrow afternoon. Now, I've got a question mark over this one because there's a little section of snow here which could just drift north off the Welsh mountains across the village and could bring a period of more persistent snow tomorrow afternoon. At the moment, I would say that risk is about 30%, but the chance is definitely there. And then this main area of snow comes northwards through the afternoon, into the evening, and into tomorrow night. And it kind of lies through the village, look, here, through the course of tomorrow night. Mainly light snow again, but with that strong easterly wind, it's just going to feel extremely cold. This is a situation not to take any risks with. It's one of those where you'd look and think, you know, normally you would look and think, well, is it worth taking a chance on going out? Yeah, let's give it a go. This is not one of those situations. This has the potential to be quite dangerous. And then headed into the early part of Saturday morning, still got this finger of snow, most of it generally light, through the village, still through the village on Saturday morning. Most of that snow, though, as I say, light. We've still got this easterly wind blowing in, so the snow is still probably going to be of the powdery variety, which kind of gets blown around rather than sticks together as the December snow did, but still it is going to be cold. I think temperatures do tend to rise during the latter part of Saturday and into Sunday as well, but it'll be a slow old process. And as that happens, so we'll find mist and fog forming. But just one word of caution, watch out for the chance of some snow returning, some wetter snow returning into the village on Saturday evening. Phew, there's a lot going on, isn't there? So let's just enjoy looking at those pictures, that wonderful ice down at Trescott Ford. And don't forget, post your images into Wombourne online on the Facebook page, because I'd love to see them. And you know, these events that we're going through at the moment is quite rare. Yes, the climate seems to be going back into a colder pattern, but it's still rare to be seeing such a winter event. So I think it's really important just for posterity to be saying, well, look, this is what it did back in 2018. So post your comments onto Wombourne online. And don't forget, I'm updating all the time as well across at WeatherWeb.net, so you can go and have a look there and see what I do from here in the village. Okay, I will leave you with that for now. Wrap up warm, won't you? Enjoy the wonder that is Wombourne, and keep the sun shining. Bye for now.